specials. Alrighty, let us begin. Moneymax. Hello, Diabetes. How's it going? Oh. Yeah, that might help. Okay, now it's not emotes only. The things we forget. Limited meetings. Well, I thank you for drawing my attention to that. That would have been difficult indeed. I'm already getting this wrong. I'm maxing out the gold in this. I'm just going to max out the gold before I finish the game. So this is going to be a long grind. Yeah, it does. I was kind of surprised by this game. I didn't do enough research. I, I didn't think it would actually be quite this grindy. I was assuming a lot of things. But the gold limit isn't really all that high, so it's not a big deal. Yeah. Going into this, I actually didn't think I would meet a single Goldman, but now I'm kind of depending on him a little bit. The last stream that I did was an 8-hour learning experience. Yeah, I'm actually gonna be done with this area pretty soon. I'm gonna be moving down south. 2 zones away. Level 1? Is that possible? Or are you saying from level 1? In this case, it was meant to be just a single stream. I was just gonna run through the game, like straight from level 1, get to max gold to finish. But there were too many things that I didn't know about it. It was kind of a research failure. So now today I'm just kind of cleaning up. It's not much of a speed run anymore. Yeah, this game is very much luck dependent. think things could go kind of badly really quickly. Yeah, I have a lot of respect for the people that speedrun this all the time. Getting pretty lucky with the gold, man. How do you like that frame image? It's about time to move out of the Harkness area. Yeah, just a little bit south. Ah, yeah. You mean out of the chest? Yeah, I guess it is possible in that way. That would be tough. For this, I completely skipped that. I didn't use the glitch. Man, that would... Like, I'm trying to think of the odds on that one. Actually making it all the way out there at level 1. The metal slime wouldn't let me go. It had to be the one to run away. Yes. That would definitely draw viewers. I think I would actually watch that though. If somebody's really going to go out of their way to do that, I think I will watch. At least, like, keep the tab open. I really want to stay here, or should I move over a little bit? I think I'm going to go ahead and head east. Oh yeah. This kind of thing is really nostalgic. Although this particular game came out when I was still in diapers. But I really get like a real Ultima vibe out of this. This seems like the old Ultima games. I actually played this once before a long time ago, but I barely remember that. Did I really want to come out here? I didn't even consider there might not be mountains over on this side. Aye. I'm wondering if it might be fastest to just head over to the Dragon Lord's castle. Oh, But the encounter rate is slightly lower there. might actually be fastest to just stay right at Harkness. I think I'm coming to the conclusion that Harkness is the fastest gold in the game. Level 1 challenge, that'd be that'd be interesting. Even from that chest. Well, 3/4 of the way to go. Not too bad. It is the grind of the century. Let's see this. Wyvern, Demon Knight, Rogue Scorpion, and the regular Knights. And Wraith Knight. Nice. Alright. I think I prefer north. So up north I'll go. Right into a gold man. Regenerating HP by walking around is too convenient. Does look like I'm closing in on a level here. Hello, Aris. Have you come to watch the suffering? The longest grind ever. It may not be stimulating, but it is quality suffering. I'm now just past 1/4 of the way there, or so I assume. I believe the maximum is 65,000. And change. I think the way it was coded is that it's basically counting from 0 up to 256 times 256. Really though? Well, it's good that you're comfy on the sofa. Hope you have plenty of fluids and maybe something to eat. Because this is certainly going to be a long one. Actually, no, I don't. I do have water. And of course, some coffee. I must admit that for it to be full disclosure. Like every encounter to be gold, man. Okay, thanks. You know, I was actually having my mind blown by something that I saw. But that's kind of obvious to anyone who's played the game for a while, I guess. But the final dungeon is within start at the beginning of the game. The Dragon Lord's castle is, like, basically situated, so it's right across the water. was like, oh, I can see my house! Unfortunately, there's no swimming in this game. Water is such an absolute barrier that it's kind of a plot point. For a long while, you're completely separated from the place by one block of water. Seems kind of ridiculous that that little block of water requires magical means to get across. You have to make yourself a little rainbow bridge. Like, all this time that I spent going up and down, get ready to kill this guy, couldn't somebody just built me a regular bridge? Instead, there was this whole convoluted thing where I'm picking up sunstones, and then I got to get the rain staff, and then I get my rainbow drop. Make my rainbow bridge. Although that part was kind of cool. They had this whole special theme and acid trip and everything. And then there was a bridge. Dainty! Hello! How's it going? Oh, you do? Oh wait, have you not? This is the first time you're hearing me. I blame my audio settings. Yes, this is what I actually sound like. So try to imagine a moment, me explaining something really convoluted. It sounds like that. a bag of money jingly. Well, I guess it depends on the money. There are some places in the world where people use gravel as money. Moneymax had a voice of gravel. It bespoke of all the money that he was destined to make. guess that kind of depends on how you look at it. I mean, I would call it good for my diet, and it's because I'm eating it. Yes, I killed it. I'm killing it for money. I'm killing all the wyverns for money. This is a truly heartless run. And the worst part is I'm going to be at this for a very long time. I am such a bad person. Money McCash is the worst. I think that's convincing me that I need to move places. I need to get away from this area. Must save the wyverns now. Realize the error of my ways. There is one other place to farm that I think is viable. I won't really know it until I get there. Because lack of research. I'm now about 1/3 of the way to maximum. Oh my god. Now I'm killing the small animals and homeless people. It just gets worse. Oh! And the trick-or-treaters. Yes, that is jealousy-inducing. Actually, I haven't had KFC in forever. Actually knowing where I'm going is kind of different. I managed to learn the world map. Never had KFC. Can't imagine what that world must be like. Are there just not many around there? It is absolutely this seasoning. Especially the citric acid. real secrets. Yeah, most of the secret recipe isn't really that much of a secret anymore. There's this one mix of spices that they use that is publicly available. You can find it online. There's only a few other parts that they're really tight-lipped about. This is going to end with you throwing chicken to me, isn't it? Much appreciated. These wyverns over here, they're evil. You see they face the other way. They're really, really bad. Those other ones are innocent, but these are criminals. Yes, Cyrus? Yeah, see, that's my home over there, over the water. This castle was right here, the whole time. I never noticed. I never thought, what's that over there? Okay, I'll stop killing them. None of them are in here. Don't think. Maybe they are? There might be. I did not think this through. See, it's a full-grown dragon. They're big here. They're really big. Yeah, farming here is the best idea I've ever had. I think the encounter rate might actually be half from where I was before. But there's no wyverns. I actually can't think of a good place to farm that doesn't have wyverns. They're just good money. Hmm. Yeah, I'm actually finding that kind of hard to fathom. Never had KFC. We need to go on a food tour or something. Or Subway, you haven't had a Subway. Let me think. I think you told me before that you never had waffles? Ah, man. Yeah, it was always about the Italian BMT. Waffles or giant pretzels? Oh no, there's wyverns here too. You see that? I ran away. I ran away from that one. It was especially dangerous. Yeah, I don't really like giant pretzels all that much. How about cheesesteak? Butter and syrup. Absolutely. Could go for bananas. So no cheesesteak. Okay. Next thing I know, you're going to tell me you never had a donut. No, she's not in the States. How about tacos? Tacos is another one you never had, right? Oh. You know, I really want to try Kipper. It just seems like the kind of thing that I would really like. Okay, so that's a no on tacos. See, those wyverns are evil. Or maybe they're just vengeful, so I've been killing them all this time. I never spoke to one. The first wyvern I ran into was like, whack! They were smiling too, they all smile. They might be just angry at what I've done. Moneymax is a very bad person. The pressure's on now. Figure I have to have some KFC. Oh no, I struck it. I am so sorry. It's actually going better than I thought it would. Using the first floor of this castle seemed like it might be an idea, and it's kind of working out. This castle is actually really funny. It's kind of like full of anime gags. There's a lot of dead ends and places that look like they lead to something important, but they don't at all. Both of these stairways just above me are behind locked doors, and neither one of them lead anywhere. I feel like Akira Toriyama designed this whole place himself. It's just such a thing that you actually have to pay to get lost in here. You have to go buy a magic key, open up the door, and find out that it doesn't lead anywhere. The Zynga. Okay, so I'm not getting killed in here. That's a plus. And I'm actually gaining a lot more experience than I thought. I think I might actually reach level 19 soon. So by the time I show up to the Dragon Lord and all that, I'll just be swole. A capture card no one knows yet. Oh, oh. Nobody knows these things yet. Okay. Still using a laptop to stream. It must be a really good laptop, because I wouldn't even know the difference. There's a new Fatal Frame coming. I'd heard a lot about that game, but I never actually played it myself. Ah. So it's a port. I'm killing the Wyver again. Yeah, Fatal Frame. I think the name is actually the same in Japanese. One of those rare ones. And the whole idea behind that is really kind of unique. It doesn't. It certainly seems like it would. It definitely seems to have that aesthetic, like they're not trying to hide Japan in the game. When you stream it, I'll come around to explain everything. You know, I was actually thinking about recently, like Zen Gardens. Zen Gardens are this whole thing. Like they look like one thing, but they're actually really kind of complex. Like the parts that seem to be sand, they're not sand at all, but they're different types of gravel. And the gravel is really, really expensive. And all the gravel is actually meant to represent water. They go around with rakes and they rake it into different wavy patterns. So you can have your water without it getting dirty. The gravel really protects the whole idea of it. Because the wind doesn't blow it around. What's the idea? That could be something. In translation streams. That could certainly be interesting. I wouldn't run out of things to talk about going through a translation. It would be kind of nice, kind of cathartic, because there's so many different things that can't go into a translation most of the time. I could just be sitting there explaining forever what something really, really means. There's actually a time when I used to do something like that, but it wasn't streaming. I was in a forum explaining all kinds of different things, mainly about yokai. I think the last time that happened, I was explaining about the Guhin. The Guhin is a type of creature that is associated with the Tengu. And the Gu is the same. It actually means the Gu's guest. And it's usually depicted as a dog. A dog with talons for legs. It has like bird talons. Sometimes they're shown drinking sake because they enjoy sake. But it's kind of a benevolent thing. Like, they're friendlier than Tengu can be. And if people get lost in mountains, they'll lead them back to civilization. They're good doggies. Yes, some Tengu, they're the Karasu Tengu, the crow type. Tengu do many different things. Got an escaping dog here. Yeah, some yokai are very much ugly. But yokai can be all sorts of different things. There are many, many different types. Why, thank you. There's actually one yokai I've been thinking about recently called Daidara Bochi. And it's kind of... It's like a spirit of the land. It's massive. It's actually named for appearing to be a monk, but it can be as large as a mountain. Sometimes it just minds its own business, with its googly eyes staring out in the middle of the night. But then sometimes it's wrathful, and it'll flatten an entire village. I think of all, that might be the largest type. The biggest of all yokai. Vietnamese is one that I've never really gotten into. I don't know many stories of Vietnamese. Like mythology and all that. I've learned plenty about Japan, obviously. And I know a lot of Chinese stories as well. Some Malay, some Mongolian, even Russian legends. You should tell me some of those stories. We can have story time with Dainty on one of the streams. Ah. So your mom's family is from Laos. Hmm. It's very interesting. Well, there's nothing wrong with being a mutt. I'm a mutt, and I think it's worked for me. I accidentally used the wrong spell and totally killed him. To be honest, I don't know. But I'm mostly black. According to my grandfather's past, we're Senegali. There's a lot to it. I'm part white. I'm also part Native American. Probably a bunch of other things too. I'm convinced that we're also part South African. Yeah, I probably should get a DNA test. See how long that list comes out to be. I remember there was a time when I tried to learn how to read Thai, and that did not work out. Thai is a really difficult language to read. I think out of all the different scripts that I found myself exposed to, Thai and Arabic are the hardest. For different reasons, really. In the case of Thai, I almost feel like they don't know their own language when it's written down. They just make it up as they go along. There seem to be a lot of acceptable ways of spelling the same words. In a sense, Japanese is like that also, but in a different way. There's... Oh no, I have to seek them. If a translator becomes famous, then they tend to be sought. But I'm a small timer, so that's always about a chase. First is finding work, and then it's negotiating. Sometimes, yes. It's like, hey, you remember me, don't you? Do you need anything done? That doesn't work as much as I'd like. One place that I go to actually draw in work is Fiverr. But otherwise, there's like many kinds of things where they'll have like forums where they post different kinds of jobs and they say, who could do this? And then I show up and I say, I'll do it. And it's kind of a mixed bag. The amount of money that they pay for different kinds of translations has just been falling and falling. I used to think it was ridiculous when somebody was saying that they would do a translation $4 a page no matter what was on it. But now people are doing like $2 and $1 a page. It just keeps getting tighter and tighter, and I don't really know what the reason is. It's not as if the workforce has been like massively growing. So it's become a tough way to live. I wish. If I was going around from place to place, I'd become an interpreter. Not really on that level that I could do something like that. I used to be convinced that I never would be, but I don't know. I was listening to somebody talk about it, and I've become convinced that it really is just a matter of having not practiced enough. There's supposedly a certain level of discomfort that you have to get over. You really just have to get into, like, thinking hard, kind of furrowing your brow and just deciding, okay, I'm going to understand this language completely. And then you just have some hard practice from there, and it just all comes together. The brain starts to work on it. And I've never really gotten that deep with any language. Yeah, looking back, it's kind of shocking. I could probably. Yeah, it's kind of shocking that I picked up Japanese the way that I did. Like, looking back, I'm like, how did that happen? Well, it really all started when I was just trying to get into better parties in Final Fantasy XI. I just wanted to get with the players that actually knew what they were doing. So I started learning little phrases here and there. But it was never a really serious thing. And even I was doing it really completely wrong. I would upset some people, and I would confuse others. For a long time, people thought that I was a girl. And it's because the first thing that I was learning was female language. Uh-oh. Oh, I totally killed it. I killed that wyvern. Oh, I killed it. It's dead. Oh, I am so sorry. It was a critical hit and it totally got destroyed. I'm sorry. What happened is I kind of got the sense that the language was more complicated than I was giving it credit for once I realized that I sounded like a girl. And I found myself trying to find a way to correct that. I ended up picking up a book. A book that cost $60 and I couldn't quite afford. The guy let me go on like a couple dollars. Showman NYC? No, I've never heard of him. Reading that name reminds me of a funny story. Ah, yes. Okay. I don't recognize the name, but I do recognize that. That guy's really funny. Yeah, he's something. And he picked up a really rare dialect to speak, and he started speaking it. Actually, I'm hearing that we can't say that, right? We have to say language. Language is more neutral. Although I like that word. I liked having that word. But then the context doesn't really make sense either. Ah, Twitch. So yeah, he knew a really rare way of speaking. And it always shocked people. The looks on their faces. I can't even remember the name of the type of Chinese that he was speaking. It was something I'd never heard of. Well, it wasn't regular Mandarin. It was a type of Chinese that not a lot of people speak. I've been exposed to a lot of Mandarin and some Cantonese. And there are many other types, and I had never heard of this one. And that he was actually finding a lot of these people in New York is kind of a history thing. There must have been a migration from a specific area. In Japanese, in Japan it's like that also, and it's mainly because they live on islands. Like all the different islands have a different way of sounding. There's also little things that differ from place to place on the larger islands. Oh, actually no. Never. Not once. Yeah, right? Mr. Polymath has never been around. I have not seen all the sights. Instead, I'm always reading about them. Yeah, Japan's a definite. I feel like once I get there, I'll find that it's actually not that different. there are certain artifacts of the way that they've converted their country that kind of stick around as the things that make them very different from other countries. But a lot of it is just people being people. Yeah, one thing is that after World War II, a lot of areas had been like kind of heavily damaged, and they had this whole system of kind of rebuilding it all into what they call chome. And chome basically were like kind of an easy mode of setting things back up again. They would have one road that led to a bunch of smaller roads, and all the houses were lined up with those smaller roads, and it's kind of stuck to this day. So a lot of people, when they're walking home, they're kind of coming off of a main road to go into a smaller road. And it makes certain areas feel very compact. That's something that's very different from here. Yeah, I would get so lost. I could just imagine I would be spending half my time asking for directions. Sushi trains. Oh yeah. Yeah, the vending machines are something to see. I think that might be my whole real reason for going to Japan. Just to see some vending machines. Oh no, I'm doing it again. I healed himself. What a smart wyvern. And there's a lot of foods in Japan that have ways of being eaten. Ah. That's something. I remember I saw this video of a lady who was actually arranging eggs into ones that had single yolks and ones that had double yolks. I thought that was the craziest thing. Because she kind of had like so much experience doing it that she could spot a double egg just looking at it, and then she would hold it up to a light to confirm. So one thing that you could get in Japan is cartons of eggs, and all the eggs have double yolks. Out of a vending machine. She was saying that the double ones are a little bit rounder. They have less of an oval shape than regular eggs. Alright, will do. I could really go for that right now. Wow, he almost got me. That would have been really bad. Ah yes, teriyaki chicken. Absolutely. I like the little bit of plum in the middle of the rice. I actually had that once and I thought that was the greatest thing. I really like rice with plum. Yes. Yeah, trying the authentic thing over there in Japan, that would definitely be a big do. I would absolutely be going for that. I could totally imagine just eating bento every day. Oh man, fried salmon skin, yeah. Actually, I really don't get the people that don't like salmon skin. That they'll take the skin off the salmon when they're eating it. Actually, it's turning a little bit problematic. Fish are getting pretty expensive over there. All those things that you think of that, like, the Japanese are known for, they tend to be really expensive now. Like sushi especially. Part of the reason is because of new laws for fishing and changes in the ocean. The yields have been dropping. Yet the demand slowly grows and grows. It's actually a really fierce thing out there. For one thing, you can't just pick up and become a fisherman in Japan. You actually have to be born into it. Families have claims to different places to fish. And that kind of system has protected their industry for a long time, but it's not working anymore. They have less and less fish. Oh yeah, there's definitely fish farms. Yeah, a lot of fish that they consume is wild caught, but they do have fish farming also. Yes, definitely. An abalone. A lot of people freak out when they see abalone. Let's see, do I have enough for a return? Ah, too low. This is gonna be quite the walk. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that one could be pretty rare. But it's really popular in Japan. One thing that they do is that they grill it right on the shell, and while they have it turned over at grilling, they pour soy sauce on it while it's still alive. Once it stops moving, they cut it up and they eat it. I'm not really sure how you would go about, like, humanely killing abalone. My favorite fish. I would have to say salmon. Salmon is definitely solid all around. I really like the taste of the fat. And so I really especially like when the skin is on it. Yeah, when the salmon skin is cooked just right, oh man. It comes right apart. Nice and crispy. Mmm. I like salmon with asparagus. this is actually like yellowtail. I don't really remember Zatch Bell. The whole thing with the Mamoto. Hmm. Huh? To tell you the truth, I don't have an opinion. I never tried them. I think I'd like to give it a try sometime. I think that would be delicious. Yeah, I wouldn't be much for the texture of it. Probably not. But I imagine the taste would more to make up for it. Hmm. Like Pop Rocks. Yeah. I guess I can see that. Hmm. And umami taste like Pop Rocks. Well, hopefully they don't pop on their own in your mouth. I might have to think that something was going wrong. If they're popping on their own, then something is definitely gone sideways. That was like the time when I was told about a lady that showed up in the hospital because she had stinging in her mouth after she had eaten some squid. And it turned out that the squid's sperm cells had activated, and they were attacking the inside of her mouth. Yeah, that was that was something. They have like really long noodly ones, and they're hyper aggressive. They stab into things like whatever they can reach, and usually the cells will deactivate. They die off with the squid, but that squid must have been very fresh. She ate the squid and she ended up with all these sores inside her mouth, and all of it was just sperm digging into the inside of her mouth. Well, it wasn't anything else. At least I hope not. Not with a squid. Nah, not very fun at all. That feels like the squid was having the last laugh on that one. I really like squid. Squid, like fried squid, is really good. I've never had it attack my mouth in any sort of way. Ah, yes. Takoyaki, definitely. I actually remember one time I had takoyaki and I thought it was so good that I said to the chef in Japanese that I thought it was really good. And he said, "Oh, sorry, I don't speak Chinese." So there was that. Yeah. I don't I don't know if that was me or if it was him. Nani? That was quite a moment. I finished up and I left quickly. Like, technically, like, they were serving Japanese food there, but I guess he wasn't Japanese. He was just some Asian guy doing his job. And he was doing a really good job. So I thought he was Japanese. Oh no! Did I do it again? I'm totally spacing. I'm now thinking about... Yeah, I'm kind of right back to that night. Going into that restaurant. It was in a hotel. There was like an attached restaurant and all that. And I saw that there was Japanese food there. I said, hey, I gotta try it. And when I got there, it was also nice and everything. And I said, what the heck? I'll go ahead and tell him. Do you like Korean food? I think you do look a little Korean. It's all about the cheeks. Ah, yes. Now don't ask me to pronounce anything in Korean. I'm terrible at that. Korean is another language that I kind of failed with. Because although I learned to read it, I never really became good at it at all. One thing that I learned quickly is that I was absolutely no good with their handwriting. Say hello informally. Anyo? They say it a little bit quicker than that. Like somebody pick up the phone and they're like, Annyeonghaseyo. Yes, that's slightly more formal. It's something that somebody would typically say if they were answering a phone. Korean is another one of those languages where the spellings kind of vary. People have different ways of spelling the same words. It's not quite as bad as Thai, but it happens like every once in a while. I was kind of getting thrown around by that. I asked somebody, how is this word different? It's like, they're not different. I'm like, oh, really? And their handwriting is just like chicken scratch to me, and I was assured many times that Korean people have no problem reading it. If they have like plain text, like on the internet or something, then I could read it. But if somebody wrote it with their own hand, it's like, forget it. It'll never happen. Okay, I'm more than 2/3 of the way there. And I'm level 20. That's way more than enough. The final fight is gonna be a joke. Yeah, the fastest speed runs go for level 18. 18 is where it becomes viable. Like you would need to be extremely lucky to be able to beat it at level 17. But 18 gives you the heal more. I think it's 18 that gives you heal more. And then level 19 gives you hurt more. And hurt more isn't very useful. Most of the time when they go for level 19, they're just going for safety's sake. Give themselves a little bit of extra, like, HP and defense. But level 20 almost isn't a thing. Speed runs don't go to level 20. Because it just takes too long to get there. But this is a little bit different. Yeah, I may actually make it all the way to level 21 by the time I'm done. I really like dosot. Those little bowls of like roasted meat and everything. I really like the ones that are made with pork liver. I just try not to think about it. I just go ahead and eat it because it's good. Yeah, when somebody does it right, it's a thing to eat. It comes out really good. It really is, at the end of the day, like any other meat. It's just kind of the thought behind it that feels kind of icky. The taste is really strong, but it's not gamey or anything. It comes out as kind of a salty thing. It almost feels like pigs just fill themselves with salt or something. But some of that comes from like curing and all. Pigs are such flavorful animals. I really like pork belly also. Oh yes, I have. Yeah, I'll try anything. And I thought that tasted good, but I will never eat that again. Yes. jelly pork blood. It actually was pretty good. Well, don't worry, I'll eat anything. Even if it's a pickled chick out of an egg. I'll try anything once. Yes. Ah, man. There are a lot of different kinds of foods that make you wonder how people ever thought that they were food in the first place. Oh, did you? Did your family make that? Yeah, some things grow on you. Yeah, taste buds change a lot over the course of your life. I remember when I was young, I couldn't eat pepperoni. It was too spicy. Now I eat ghost pepper. It's like those kinds of things just change over time. Oh, really? Well, I guess there's that. Yeah, there's a bit of a moral question there. I really wonder about the history behind that one. Oh yes, absolutely. To both of those things. Yeah, one way to add like pork belly is red braised. Like I'll mix it with sugar and Shaoxing wine. Definitely send it to me. That does sound good. Yeah, usually if it's pork belly, then I'm eating it with fried rice. But white rice is also really good. Keep striking these wyverns. The world is full of all sorts of strange foods. Like, of all things, they actually have a type of spice for ramen called menma. And it's harvested from roots that are growing out the sides of cliffs. And because that's kind of dangerous to harvest, they have all kinds of imitations, different kinds of, like, false menma. But what they'll do is, with their stock of roots, they'll go ahead and they'll pickle it. And after pickling it for a long time, they grind it up. And it gives the ramen sort of a earthy, kind of a little bit minty taste. Alright, Aris. Catch you later. Thanks for coming out. Make sure you take care. We kind of got into the food thing. Going back about different kinds of foods. Yeah, food is culture. Yeah, I think food is like the first thing that everybody should learn about everybody else. If you start eating like other people, you're going to try to understand them. I remember for a while there was an Afghani family that was here, and their rice was like the best thing I'd ever tasted. Oh yeah. Yeah, lamb could be really good. Actually, I learned while the Afghani family was here, they had pickles. They had what they called pickles. And it was carrots. Pickled carrots. And they were the spiciest thing I ever tasted. And I learned that they have all sorts of varieties of carrots that come out of Afghanistan because that's where carrots come from. The world didn't have carrots until they were coming out of Afghanistan. There's actually many types of carrots in Afghanistan that you really don't find other places. There's so many different things like that that are kind of taken for granted today. And I'm sure they were like really new to somebody at some point. Like they thought it was the greatest thing that they were getting from far off. But now you can find these kinds of things anywhere. And yet the whole story isn't there. There still are a lot of carrots that we just don't get over here in the United States. There's all kinds of foods like that around the world that just kind of don't make their ways past the borders. For one reason or another. One thing I really wanted to try was silkworm. I wanted to try some roasted silkworm. By all appearance, it looks just like shrimp. There's places where people put them on skewers. They just set them by a fire. Turn them every once in a while. And they eat them up. They turn all white and meaty inside, and they're really good looking. Ah. Yeah, I'd heard about that. I never watched it though. I remember one time, it looked like he was cooking himself. It was some kind of traditional thing that he got into where he was... Yeah. There was smoke rising somehow and they were like fanning him with leaves. And I think it was supposed to be like some kind of a spa treatment. Mm. Have you ever seen Gordon Ramsay making a grilled cheese sandwich? the whole the whole like controversy over the grilled cheese. They were saying for all that he was playing it up, it was actually a really badly made sandwich. They said that it was really like more show than anything. Like for one thing, he was cooking it over like a fireplace fire on a grill. And then he was using a really expensive kind of cheese that actually doesn't melt all that well. He was using all sorts of ingredients that kind of just didn't work. And then he was pretending that it was all good. It's one of those things where I guess he could kind of get away with it because of his actual real life achievements. But it was also kind of silly to see. If somebody had presented him that very same thing on Hell's Kitchen, oh man. His face would be turning red. I'm really stuck on that restaurant. I'm still thinking about how that guy said, "Oh, I'm not Chinese." Yeah. There's a lot of things that are happening right now that kind of are understandable, but are also really unfortunate. It kind of feels like for some reason, a lot of people in the world have settled into the idea that if they defy COVID-19, it will go away. And it just doesn't work that way. You can't just wake up and decide to beat COVID-19 by ignoring it. I can really understand that people are tired of the state of affairs, but it's not going to make it better to pretend that they're not happening. It really is a shame. Because it's like one of those things where it just kind of runs away with itself. As they act frustrated, they just make it worse. Ah, yes. And there's those also. The ones that don't really know or don't really believe. People kind of find it hard for me to say that we've seen this happen before. Before COVID-19, there was SARS. SARS was also a coronavirus. And that whole situation, it hadn't ended yet. When COVID-19 came around, it had been going for 15 years and people were still dealing with it. COVID-19 has only just begun. Yeah. Ah, yeah, like the flu. But it's like one of the worst things to hear. Ah, there's a lot that's just poorly understood. There's a lot of people that think that we would all be better off if we all just caught it and got it behind us, but it doesn't work like that. There's the ones that don't believe it exists at all. Oh, did he pass away from COVID-19? Hmm. That's really incredible. Yes. Yeah, the one shot's better than nothing, but the second is really kind of essential considering the way things are going with the Delta variant. I'm reminded of the bus driver. There was a bus driver who kind of famously was... He had COVID-19 and he was complaining about the people who were riding the bus and they clearly just didn't care. They didn't care whether or not the bus drivers got sick. And he ended up dying. After he made his video about how bad it was that people were just ignoring the pandemic, he died. Yeah, that's the big thing. The one thing that I really think needs to get across more than anything else, that it's not a personal thing. Everybody's affected by what one person does. Even when they had the vaccine, they could still pass the virus from person to person. So being fully vaccinated isn't like carte blanche to just go around and do whatever. They could still get sick. They could still pass it to other people if they don't get sick. Things like that. Yeah. It's quite a state we're in. There's people that are blaming like the youngest generation for what's going on. But it's not just them. There's a lot of older people that are doing it also. Humanity's kind of in a cycle of self-harm at the moment. And I really don't see where it ends. Because as people continue to catch it, it's going to continue to mutate. And it's only a matter of time before it mutates so far that the vaccine doesn't work anymore. We may end up in a chase, developing new vaccines all the time. And that could potentially lead to other problems. But don't think too badly of them. It really is a matter of backgrounds also. Like, something like this has just never happened before. Not to this scale. The last major thing that we had in this world that was like a pandemic was the bubonic plague. The Black Death. That spread over much of Europe and Asia. But even... yeah, there were a lot of people like that. Uh, yeah, that's been quite a thing too. The kind of gut feeling voting. Yes, that too. It's been going both ways. Yes, I feel sorry for you on that one. Oh man. Yeah, I've seen my share of that also coming out of my family. Mm. It's not just Vietnamese people. People all over the place are like that. There's a lot of people that just don't pay attention to politics anymore. And I think it really just comes down to population size. Like it used to be that you would see the people, you would actually see the politicians, you knew who they were. You could tell who was a good one and who was bad. Who knew what they were doing and who didn't. And they'd be standing on their soapboxes and they would give their speeches and all that. And people would pay attention. And part of the reason why they paid attention is because they didn't really have a lot else to do. Media wasn't the same. Now that we have both TV and the internet, it kind of has filtered out. It's become white noise. If you ask people who are running for local government, you're not really going to find anybody that knows. And even though they still try, they're still trying to get their message out there. It's just too diluted. It's hard to be heard by everybody. It's not like it used to be. And there have always been people who didn't really get the issues, and they just voted whichever way felt right, but now that's becoming a very basic thing, and that's turning kind of dangerous. Because people still feel like they have the right to vote, even if they haven't educated themselves about who they're voting for. Is that how things went? It's really rough. I'm glad too. Oh my. Yeah, I can't even imagine. I remember you were saying about the way that you speak Vietnamese, your dad doesn't like it. Cheap, yes. I was wondering if that word would come back. Yeah. Yeah, I've never found myself in that position where I was kind of caught between two languages. Oh, really? Ah, yeah, I guess with your mom's side also, you have to deal with a third one. That's really something. You should totally teach me some Vietnamese. Maybe you should be streaming that Vietnamese lessons. Teach everybody the cheap Vietnamese of dainty wyverness. They're so cheap, they're free. That'd be amazing. That's the best thing, though, isn't it? That's the beginning of understanding. I bet they'll learn a whole lot of curse words. The lessons come with good practical experience. I remember I was hearing that there was something like that. There was some kind of a show, and I had to look it up. I don't know which one it is, but it was about like the Wild West and all that, cowboys, and they had a Native American on there, and one of the features of the show is that he would say something in his own language, and nobody ever knew that he was basically just like cursing the whole time. Like he was just kind of giving them the middle finger behind their backs on screen. It was kind of a joke for anybody that was able to understand. That felt kind of magical. It was really like kind of one of those like deep-seated anger sort of things. He was really sticking it to the man with that one. And what an easy thing to do. It's like once he had the job, all he had to do was curse on TV, and he gets paid. They probably weren't paying him all that well. They basically set him up to just be a character and not really a person. And so that's what they got. They got the best character ever. Okay, this is definitely the home stretch, or so I think. I don't believe that this ends in all nines, but that it really is limited by the code. It only comes up to 65,000. That's still very much an assumption. I'm not sure what will happen when I actually reach that amount. Oh, I'm not trying to get to any particular level. I'm just trying to max out the money. I'm trying to max out my gold. That's the point of this whole thing. I'm trying to get to maximum gold. That's what the Moneymax series is going to be all about. I'm going to be doing that in all sorts of different games. But this one was a bit of a mistake. I thought there was more to it than this, but it really just comes down to a straight grind. And it's because none of the creatures in here drop any items. They don't drop any items, and there's not much that you can pick up anywhere in the world that you could sell again. The game, in a lot of ways, is kind of a closed system in that way. No, I'm sticking to it now. And I've done most of the way now, anyway. I shall kill no more wyverns. I'm actually getting pretty close to a point that I think I should be more or less heading in the direction of the final boss. Because I am kind of coming up on the end of this, I think. I don't know, we'll see when we do. Whether or not this stops or it just continues. If it continues, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I think I might just beat the final boss to say I totally did it. I maxed out the money. Everybody saw it. I'll even use the fact that the final boss has no money to prove that I gained nothing more by killing him. Yeah, I really don't know what I was expecting level-wise. I certainly didn't think I would make it all the way up to level 21. I thought by the end of this I'd be level 20. Part of the reason why I ended up so high is because I died several times in the previous run. When I was running it earlier, I kept dying, and every time you die, you lose half of your money. So that's caused my experience to be much higher than normal. Yeah, that would suck. One thing though is that no matter what you do, if you die, you lose it. That's just kind of how this game works, and I just totally killed the wyvern. I killed it anyway. After I said I would kill no more. I totally lied. Moneymax Cash is evil. He's the most evil knight ever. You can see it in his glowing red eyes. His eyes actually aren't supposed to be that bright. I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong there. When I was setting up the model, I was trying to, like, cut back on it or something. But he just looks like some sort of vampire. That model's actually pretty funny for a number of reasons. Like, for one thing, his orange jumpsuit is actually his skin. I changed his skin to orange. And his underwear is showing. His underwear are also orange. I couldn't pose his arms correctly, so I kind of broke them, and they're actually hovering behind his hands. I didn't adjust his legs at all, so they're just sticking pinned straight down. I need to go back and kind of fix the model because I want to reuse it. On the opposite side, though. You clipped it! Oh no. Oh no. Now Steel will be playing the lies. That's the clip that's gonna be coming all the time. My lies. Yes. I'm trapped in the lies of the frog. Oh no. Frogs and lies. That's the legacy of this channel. I was actually being convinced to stream some more Final Fantasy 14. But specifically, I'm going to make a new character on another server, so I can play with Fronto a little bit. And one of the things I was going to do is I was going to try to make money as fast as possible there, and stream that with a fresh new character that just got in. I'm going to start making millions. We're going to be. Yeah, I plan to support him. But I have no characters on that data center, so I'm going to be starting one right on his own server. And I'm going to be streaming my path to ultimate money as I make my way up. Now that's something that's a bit more interesting. I do things that a lot of the players don't do. And sometimes it causes people's jaws to drop. There's lots of little ways of making money that people either don't really catch on to or they forget about. I'm kind of a freak in that way. I always remember. I never run out of ideas because I always remember a way that I made money in the past. I think I'll have to find something like that. I'll need to find something that I'm translating and actually stream. And kind of explain my process and what's really going into like the translation and all that. Japanese could be really interesting for that. Because a lot of times when you're translating Japanese, you're not really translating it. You're kind of making it up. Because the language is just so incompatible with English. Yeah, one thing I wanted to do was gaming history, but that would require a bit of scripting. I would need to at least know what kind of topic I'm on. For this one, I planned to do something like that, but it ended up being something that got left out. I was too busy with all sorts of other things that went into it. If I'm going to do history bits, I need to be playing a game that I'm more familiar with, so I'm spending less time preparing just for playing the game. I'm actually really proud of that image in the bottom left. I kind of thought that wouldn't work when I started it, but it kind of did. It came together. Thank you. Yeah, after I included a Goldman head, I thought I'm definitely not going to run into any Goldman. Because I thought that they were really rare, but that turned out not to be the case. There were too many things that I didn't know about this game. Like, somewhat ironically, I must have killed about 50 Goldmen, and I thought I might not run into one. I think I'm going to go ahead and head back to town now and pick up some herbs. I'll pick up some herbs and I'm going to come storming right back in here. It's time to kill the final boss. I really think by this point, though, that I'm definitely over-leveled. It's gonna be way too easy. Thank you very much for coming out today. It's been a nice long chat. I'll get back to you later. Bye. I just killed that wyvern, and nobody saw it. Nobody's judging me. I'm killing them all. Because Moneymax is not a good person. An end to all wyverns. Except Dainty. She can live. Whoa, that's crazy. Stone Man's no joke. Boom! All the way down. About. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, red dragons are dangerous, but I don't. Okay. Yep, I see why they're dangerous now. Die. Anything that puts you to sleep is dangerous in this game. Yeah, those are ridiculous. Run. What? Really? Wow. And there you have it. Well, I totally didn't, but I'm gonna say I did. That is all for this one. Thank you for everybody who came out to watch. That was, almost a Moneymax. Okay, I gotta put this one behind me. Alright, that's bye-bye for now.